The sun cast a gentle glow over the quiet forest, illuminating the path lined with ancient trees. Birds sang melodies that seemed to harmonize with the wind rustling through the branches. The scent of earth and foliage filled the air, grounding me in the present moment. As I walked, the sense of anticipation grew stronger with every step. In the distance, I saw a figure sitting beneath a sprawling banyan tree. His presence radiated calmness and an unshakable serenity. The figure, clad in simple robes, exuded wisdom that seemed to transcend the bounds of time. I approached slowly, feeling both awe and humility at the sight before me. He opened his eyes, and they reflected an unfathomable depth of understanding. His gaze was steady yet gentle, inviting and compassionate. "You seek answers, and the path has led you here," he said, his voice as soothing as a flowing river. I hesitated, unsure where to begin, but his patience gave me the courage to speak. "Master, I feel lost, as though I am wandering through life without a true purpose," I admitted. My words echoed with vulnerability, but his expression remained unchanged, unwavering in its kindness. "To find purpose, one must first understand the nature of existence," he began, his words resonating deeply. "Existence is impermanent, ever-changing, like the waves upon a vast ocean." He gestured toward the horizon as if inviting me to see beyond the tangible world. I listened intently, each word a seed planting itself in the fertile ground of my mind. He continued, "Many cling to illusions, mistaking them for permanence, and this causes suffering. Do you see this in your own life?" His question was simple yet profound. Reflecting on his words, I saw the truth within them. "Yes, Master, I often chase after things, believing they will bring lasting happiness," I confessed. He nodded, acknowledging my honesty, as though he had already known. "The root of this suffering lies in attachment, in the inability to let go," he explained. "To transcend this, one must cultivate awareness and embrace the impermanence of all things." His tone carried both the weight of wisdom and the lightness of compassion. "But how does one learn to let go?" I asked, my voice trembling with both curiosity and fear. His gaze softened further, and a faint smile graced his lips. "By observing the breath, you begin to anchor yourself in the present moment," he replied. He demonstrated, inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly, as though each breath carried a universe within it. I mirrored his actions, feeling the subtle rhythm of life flowing through me. It was an act so simple yet profound, as if the entire cosmos was contained within each breath. "Through mindfulness, you can learn to see the world as it truly is," he said, breaking the silence. "It is not about rejecting life but embracing it with clarity and compassion." His words resonated, like ripples spreading across a still pond. "What is the role of compassion in this journey?" I inquired, eager to understand the connection between wisdom and love. His face grew luminous, as though the question itself carried a sacred essence. "Compassion arises when one sees the interconnectedness of all beings," he explained. "When you realize that others, too, suffer and seek happiness, your heart expands," he added. "True wisdom is incomplete without compassion. They are two sides of the same coin." His words painted a tapestry of understanding, weaving together the threads of intellect and empathy. "Yet, compassion also requires courage," he continued, his tone unwavering. "It is not merely an emotion but a call to action." I pondered his words, realizing the depth of their meaning. Compassion was not passive. It demanded engagement with the world. He spoke again, his voice as steady as a mountain stream. "Fear often prevents us from acting with compassion, but fear can be transformed through understanding." I nodded, feeling the truth of his statement resonating in the chambers of my heart. "And how does one overcome fear?" I asked, seeking his guidance to illuminate the shadows within me. He replied, by facing it with awareness and patience, by embracing it as part of the human experience. His response was both simple and profound. You must also understand the nature of fear, he continued. Fear arises from ignorance and the illusion of separation. His words were like a lantern, casting light into the darkest corners of my mind. They revealed the intricate web of my own doubts and anxieties. To dissolve ignorance, one must seek wisdom, and wisdom begins with self-awareness, he explained. Observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, as though you are watching clouds pass through the sky. The analogy painted a vivid picture in my mind. But what if the storm clouds linger, refusing to disperse? I asked, my voice tinged with doubt. He smiled gently, his eyes sparkling with understanding. Even the heaviest storms pass in time. Trust in the impermanence of all things, he reassured me. The conversation felt like an unraveling, as though layers of illusion were being peeled away. Each word, each pause, carried the weight of centuries, yet they felt timeless. I felt a deep sense of gratitude for his presence, for the opportunity to learn. Master, how does one begin this journey toward clarity and freedom? I asked, feeling both hopeful and daunted. He replied, the journey begins with a single step, a step taken with intention and humility. His words were both an invitation and a challenge. You already possess the tools for this journey, he continued. The breath, the body, the mind, they are your companions. His statement was empowering, as though he had unlocked a door I had long forgotten existed. I felt a surge of determination. Practice mindfulness in your daily life, he advised. Walk with awareness, speak with kindness, and act with integrity. Each instruction was simple yet profound, like a compass pointing toward an uncharted territory within myself. I resolved to follow his guidance. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the forest floor, our conversation drew to a close. His presence remained as radiant and serene as when I had first approached. Remember, the path is not linear but a spiral, ever deepening, he said, with a final bow. I expressed my gratitude, my heart swelling with a newfound sense of purpose. Thank you, Master, for your wisdom and compassion, I said, my voice steady and sincere. He nodded, his eyes alight with encouragement, and I turned to leave. The forest seemed alive with an energy I had not noticed before, as though it too shared in the wisdom I had received. Each step I took felt deliberate, as though I was walking not just through the forest but into the depths of my own being. The journey had only just begun, but I felt a profound shift within me. The teachings of the Master echoed in my heart, a guiding light illuminating the path ahead. And so, with each breath, I embraced the impermanence of all things, ready to walk the path of wisdom and compassion. Another day, another lesson unfolded as the morning sun bathed the landscape in hues of gold and amber. The forest whispered its timeless secrets, each rustle of leaves a hymn to the cycles of life. I found myself once again drawn to the presence of the Master. Eager to learn, they reveal our strengths and cultivate virtues we did not know we possessed. His words fill you with a sense of hope, an optimism grounded in the realization of inner potential and growth. Sit, he said, without opening his eyes, his voice as calm as still water. I obeyed, lowering myself onto the cool grass, feeling the gentle embrace of the earth beneath me. What questions does your heart carry today? He inquired, his eyes now open and fixed upon me with infinite compassion. Master, I struggle with the concept of forgiveness, I admitted. How does one truly forgive others and oneself? My words carried the weight of years spent wrestling with regret and resentment. He nodded slowly, as though acknowledging the profound depth of my inquiry. Forgiveness is not a gift to others but a liberation for oneself, he began. His words resonated, stirring something deep within my soul. Many hold on to anger and pain, believing it grants them power, he continued. But in truth, it chains the heart. His gaze shifted to the pond, where ripples spread outward from a falling leaf. Observe the water, he said. I watched as the ripples expanded, touching every corner of the pond. Yet they eventually dissipated. Anger is like a stone cast into water, he explained. Its impact is temporary, but its ripples can affect all around. How does one release the stone and let go of its ripples? I asked, eager to understand his metaphor. He turned to me, his expression both solemn and compassionate. By seeing the interconnectedness of all beings, and the root causes of their actions. Most actions, whether harmful or kind, arise from ignorance or suffering, he elaborated. Understanding this can dissolve the barriers of judgment. His words painted a portrait of human complexity, inviting empathy into the folds of my heart. But what if the hurt feels too great to overcome? I questioned, my voice faltering under the weight of my doubts. He smiled gently, as though he had anticipated this question. The path of forgiveness begins with small steps, he assured me. Start by acknowledging your pain without resistance, he advised. Feel it fully, but do not let it define you. His instruction was both challenging and liberating, like a doorway to uncharted emotional terrain. Then, bring awareness to the humanity of those who have wronged you, he added. See their flaws and struggles as reflections of your own. His words were a mirror, reflecting the shared vulnerability of the human condition. Forgiveness does not mean condoning harmful actions, he clarified. It means freeing yourself from the burden of their shadow. His distinction was profound, a delicate balance between compassion and accountability. And what of forgiving oneself? I inquired, feeling the weight of my own past mistakes pressing against my chest. His eyes softened further, as though he could see the depths of my self-recrimination. Forgiving oneself is the ultimate act of self-compassion, he said. To err is human, but to learn from those errors is the essence of growth, he continued. Do not chain yourself to past missteps. Use them as stepping stones to greater wisdom. His words were a salve, soothing the raw edges of my guilt. Yet, self-forgiveness requires humility and courage, he added. It means facing your shadows with honesty and embracing them as part of your wholeness. His tone was neither harsh nor indulgent but struck a perfect chord of understanding. I felt tears welling in my eyes, not from sadness but from the profound resonance of his teachings. Master, how do I cultivate the strength to embark on this path? I asked, my voice trembling with both hope and trepidation. He reached down and picked up a smooth stone, holding it out for me to see. Strength comes from letting go, not holding on, he said, tossing the stone into the pond. The ripples spread, and then the water stilled. As you let go, you create space for healing and transformation, he continued. The stillness of the water reflects the stillness within. His gesture was simple yet symbolic, a living metaphor for the practice of forgiveness. But does forgiveness have an endpoint, or is it an ongoing journey? I asked, seeking clarity on the nature of this profound practice. He smiled once more, a smile filled with both wisdom and mystery. Forgiveness is not a destination but a way of being, he replied. It is a practice woven into the fabric of daily life. Like the threads of a tapestry, he explained. Each act of forgiveness strengthens the pattern of compassion and understanding. His analogy brought the concept to life, tangible and accessible. I sat in silence, absorbing the depth of his teachings. The pond now a mirror of my own reflections. The forest seemed to hold its breath, as though bearing witness to the quiet unfolding of wisdom. The moment felt sacred, timeless. Master, how can one forgive when the world is filled with so much suffering and injustice? I asked, grappling with the broader implications of his teachings. He turned his gaze to the horizon, his expression contemplative yet resolute. Forgiveness does not negate the need for justice, he said. It complements it by preventing the cycle of harm from continuing. His words were a beacon, illuminating the path forward in a world fraught with challenges. True justice seeks to heal, not to punish, he continued. Forgiveness allows for the possibility of redemption and renewal. His perspective was both idealistic and practical, offering a vision of hope amidst the complexities of life. As the day wore on, the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the landscape. Our conversation felt like a dance of words and silences, each pause pregnant with meaning. I felt a profound gratitude for his presence, for his willingness to share his wisdom. Remember, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, he said, his voice as steady as the rhythm of the earth. It is an act of liberation, a step toward freedom and peace. His parting words lingered in the air, like a melody that refused to fade. As I rose to leave, I felt a lightness in my heart, as though a great weight had been lifted. The path ahead seemed less daunting, illuminated by the wisdom I had received. I turned to bow deeply, a gesture of respect and gratitude. His encouragement lifted the weight of doubt, replacing it with determination and hope. Master, thank you for your guidance, I said, bowing deeply. The journey continued, guided by the light of understanding and the strength of letting go. Another day, another dawn painted the sky with hues of lavender and gold as the forest stirred in quiet harmony. The air carried a crisp freshness, each breath invigorating and grounding me in the present moment. The path ahead was familiar yet held the promise of new revelations. As I reached the clearing, the master stood beside a flowing stream, his posture serene as the water danced around rocks. His robes fluttered gently in the breeze, blending effortlessly with the natural surroundings. The stream teaches us, even as it flows, he remarked, his tone inviting reflection. I approached, feeling the gentle pull of his presence, a magnetism rooted not in authority but in profound understanding. What wisdom does the stream hold for us today? I asked, eager to uncover the layers of meaning within his words. He turned his gaze toward the rushing waters, his expression contemplative yet tranquil. The stream flows freely, never resisting obstacles in its path, he began. It adapts, finding its way with grace and persistence. His words mirrored the rhythm of the stream itself. Life, too, presents challenges that may seem insurmountable, he continued. But like the stream, we must learn to flow around them. His analogy brought clarity, revealing the importance of resilience and flexibility in navigating life's currents. Master, how do we practice humility in daily life? Serve others, Buddha advised. Service cultivates humility by reminding you of the interconnectedness and shared humanity that binds us all. His words evoked a sense of purpose within me. Master, how does service lead to happiness? Service, Buddha reflected, is an act of love. Likewise, your essence remains, even as life shifts. His words resonated, a harmonious balance between adaptability and authenticity. I knelt beside the stream, watching its ceaseless movement, each ripple a testament to its enduring journey. How does one find peace amidst the chaos of constant change? I asked, seeking his guidance on navigating life's complexities. He crouched beside me, his presence grounding yet expansive. Peace arises from acceptance, not resistance, he explained. When you accept change as natural, it no longer feels chaotic but rhythmic. His perspective felt liberating, offering a new lens through which to view life's uncertainties. Yet, acceptance does not mean passivity, he continued. It means engaging with life fully while remaining unattached to specific outcomes. His distinction was profound, a nuanced approach to balance action and detachment. Master, what role does patience play in this journey? I asked, pondering the depth of his teachings. His expression softened further, as though patience itself radiated from his being. Patience is the bridge between effort and surrender, he said. Like the stream carving its path through stone. Patience allows us to persevere without force, he added. It is both strength and stillness. His analogy brought patience to life. A dynamic yet tranquil force shaping existence, as his words settled in the air. A bird dipped into the stream, its flight unbroken by the water's resistance. Observe the bird, he said. It acts with intention yet adapts effortlessly to the stream's flow. His observation was both simple and profound. How does one learn to move through life with such grace? I asked, captivated by the metaphor of the bird and stream. He turned his gaze back to me, his expression unwavering. Grace arises from mindfulness and alignment with your true self, he replied. When you act with awareness, each moment becomes an opportunity to flow harmoniously with life, he explained. Mindfulness transforms resistance into ease. His teaching felt like a balm for the soul. Master, what is the ultimate purpose of all these teachings? Peace, Buddha concluded. His gaze held steady, his compassion enveloping me. Your true self is never lost, only veiled by the fog of distraction and fear, he assured me. Through introspection and mindfulness, you can dissolve these veils and reconnect with your essence, he continued. Like the stream clearing sediment, clarity emerges with patience and care. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video. Master, how does one integrate these teachings into daily life? I asked, seeking practical wisdom to complement the profound insights. He rose and gestured toward the stream, its flow unbroken despite obstacles. Begin each day with mindful intention, he advised. Align your thoughts and actions with your core values and embrace the rhythm of change. His guidance felt actionable, a blueprint for living with authenticity. Practice gratitude for each moment, even those that challenge you, he added. Gratitude transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth. His words were empowering, an invitation to reframe life's trials as stepping stones. Ananda said, Master, the meadow feels alive, as if it too lives fully in the present moment. It does. Ananda, Buddha replied, remember, the stream teaches us not just to flow, but to flourish, he said. Flourishing arises from embracing both movement and stillness. Action and surrender, he continued. It is the harmony of opposites. His insight resonated, offering a deeper understanding of life's dualities. With a final bow, I expressed my gratitude, feeling the depth of his teachings reverberate within me. Thank you, Master, for your wisdom and guidance, I said, my voice steady and sincere. Do not lose it by longing for what is not. With those words, he led them back to the Bodhi tree, where the day had begun, now a place of quiet reflection. Each step felt deliberate, as though I was walking not just through the forest but into a new chapter of my own being. The journey had only just begun, yet it felt timeless, a dance of movement and stillness, effort and surrender. Buddha spoke once more, his words echoing with timeless truth. Compassion begins within and extends outward to the world, Buddha said. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.